Well, all the back and forth on this debt ceiling crisis has been yet another thorn in the side of small businesses. On top of the higher taxes, or at least threat of higher taxes, more regulations, all the uncertainty of health care costs and the rising health care costs, we are now getting solid evidence that the Bush-Obama bailouts and the Obama industrial policies have empowered the corporation at the expense of the small business, and that is killing our economy. For a view from the firing line, we welcome Brett McMahon of Miller and Long Concrete Construction. Drew Greenblatt is president of Marlin Steel Wire, and Toby Smith is back from NBT Equity Research. Brett, first to you. I don't imagine you're much surprised that the corporations have been having these record profits. They've been doing very well with the Obama industrial policy, but you guys are getting killed, and it's from you that we're going to get the new jobs that will bring that unemployment rate down.
Yeah, no, it shouldn't surprise, because this is one of those times where, you know, billionaires make more billions and millionaires get put in the poorhouse. We kind of go through these things where there's sort of an ability to adapt. The big corporation has the ability to kind of spread the cost of doing business over a lot more units, over, you know, maybe they centralize a regulatory area or something like that in their corporation. All that stuff doesn't apply to a small business. It is far more impactful on a per unit basis to us than it is to a giant corporation. And
Drew, of course, the people who get all the breaks, the people who get all the cutouts when regulations are formed are the big guys. They are the millionaires and billionaires. You want to talk millionaires and billionaires, they're the ones that have been getting the special breaks over the past 3 years.
It's a challenge because small businesses don't have lobbyists in, you know, prowling the halls of Capitol Hill. All the big companies and the unions, et cetera, have lots of lobbyists that are advocating their cause day in, day out, meeting with all these congresspeople. You know, except for the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, entities like the National Association of Manufacturers, there's not a lot of people out there, you know, protecting our interests.
And Toby, it's not for nothing that most of the small jobs, most of the jobs that are created out of recession come from small business, because that's where the innovation is. That's where the energy is. That's where the spirit is, the drive that gets the economy back on its feet after a recession.
Well, you are true, David. I've been out at a conference in the Bay Area, and I would tell you a couple things. Number one, there's over 1,000 new companies that have been born here in the last 2 years that have essentially represented about 80% of the new hiring. Right. So when we say that small business, I mean, you know, let's not make a general statement here. I'm in front of 1,000 small businesses in the last 2 days who are growing, who are hiring, who have the biggest problem is finding talent and people and finding space to do business.
Obviously, Toby, you're looking at a 9.2% unemployment. We have a jobs problem here in the United States. We obviously do.
David, we have a jobs problem, but we also have a skill problem, because the jobs problem, if you really boil down into it, are many jobs that can't be being done here in the United States, so we don't have the trained people because we didn't change quick enough when this world changed.
Brett,
and the big companies, by the way,
Brett, I've heard that argument, and that's what the president uses to say that we need more money in education. But Brett, the fact is that a lot of these people, I mean, look at Bill Gates, look at a lot of these people that didn't graduate from college, that don't have the skills, that just worked. We had a guy on last night who started a very successful small company. He didn't graduate from high school. So it's more than education. It's the dynamism. It's the spirit. It's the ability to go against the odds that we need. We need that kind of spirit, and that's being killed by these regulations and threat of high taxes.
Yeah, you know, you'll see more of that. You'll see more of the less educated but highly driven in the boss category than you will what Toby's talking about, where you need, believe it or not, the more technically trained people as the employees. So he does have a point. There is a real dearth of that problem. There is a general problem with our education system, quite bluntly. Yeah. It's
but I don't want to get in the weeds, because Drew, the fact is that we have a problem creating jobs in this country because a lot of businesses are scared. They're scared of the overreach of government.
Mm-hmm. I think you nailed it. You know, there's a lot of confusion going on out there. You know, every single day Washington is the front page of all of our newspapers, right, and there's too much anxiety amongst business leaders. You know, if we don't get this thing worked out in the next couple days, every single CEO in America is going to march down to his payroll office and say, don't hire any more people. Wow. And he's going to go to their people in the accounting office and say, you know what? Don't mail any checks. I don't know what's going to happen. So I got to hoard our cash. So everybody's going to pull back.
Yeah,
we need the politicians to stop playing for fire.
It is the uncertainty more than anything else that's killing small businesses.
They're playing with fire right now.
Brett McMahon, Drew Greenblatt, and we'll see more of Toby Smith, even more.